What a night for television! The 2025 Emmy Awards brought us big wins, incredible speeches, and of course, a red carpet full of glamour. But not every look was a hit. For every stunning gown that deserved an award of its own, there was a choice that left us all wondering, what were they thinking? I'm Clara, and today we're doing the spicy part of the job, dissecting the fashion fails. Get ready for some serious commentary because these looks were truly a choice. Let's get into it. Before we get to the list, we have to talk about the overall vibe of this year's Emmy red carpet. There was a clear attempt at making bold, artistic statements. We saw stars trying to push boundaries, but sometimes a boundary is there for a reason. Whether it was an odd silhouette, a baffling fabric choice, or a look that just seemed to miss the mark entirely, it was a beautiful mess of style and questionable taste. It was a red carpet that felt both fresh and utterly confusing. So let's see how that played out as we go through our list. Kicking off our list of head scratchers is Amy Lou Wood in an Alexander McQueen gown that had us all wondering if she had a pre-show nap in her luggage. The strapless pink dress featured a strange pop of red at the bust that seemed to come out of nowhere, and the entire silhouette gave off a very wrinkled sheet from a sleepover vibe. It's not a bad dress, but it felt completely wrong for a night of such high-end fashion. The beautiful woman wearing it deserved a way more interesting and impactful look. This was a classic case of a gown that just seemed to be swallowing its wearer. The pink and red color combination was visually confusing, clashing instead of complementing each other. The wrinkled fabric looked unintentional and took away any sense of glamour. It felt like she grabbed a sample off a rack and didn't have time for a steam, which is a big fashion no-no on the biggest night in television. Next up, we have Megan Stalter, who looked utterly defiant in her choice of jeans and a plain white tee. While many applauded her for taking a stance and being comfortable, others questioned if an awards show is the right place for such a casual look. It was a bold choice, but it also felt completely disrespectful to the occasion. We've seen stars do casual chic, but this was more ran to the grocery store before the after-party chic. We get the message of not taking fashion so seriously, but this was a bit too on the nose and felt like a lost opportunity for a truly memorable moment. The red carpet is a canvas for fashion, and her choice felt less like a rebellion and more like she just didn't try. She's a brilliant comedian, but this style rebellion went a step too far for the biggest night in television. Making a confusing appearance, we have Parker Posey in a fuchsia Valentino dress that screamed destination wedding, but make it chaotic. The long-sleeve gown featured a see-through shawl with a fur trim and a tiered skirt adorned with lace embroidery. It was a lot. The various elements, the fur, the lace, the tiered skirt, all seemed to be fighting for attention, and the result was a look that felt disconnected and messy. While we love a star who takes a risk, this was a case where the risk didn't pay off and ended up looking more like a costume than a couture gown. The dress was a fashion Frankenstein, stitched together with clashing textures that had no business being in the same zip code, let alone on the same dress. The lace and fur looked completely out of place together, creating a look that was less whimsical and more what in the world is happening here. Continuing our journey through the fashion misses, Kathy Bates channeled a look that felt a bit underwhelming. She wore a dark brown long-sleeve gown with a shawl-like element that seemed to have no real purpose. The dress itself was a bit muddy in color and the fit was just not doing her any favors. While we appreciate her timeless elegance, this look felt drab and didn't have the celebratory feel of an awards show. It was a definite head-scratcher that left us wanting more. She deserves to be in a dress that's as vibrant and powerful as she is. The dark brown color was just not a celebratory choice for the red carpet, and it unfortunately seemed to swallow her up. It was a lost opportunity for a powerful star to shine in a way that she truly deserved. This was a classic case of the dress wearing her rather than the other way around. Ildo Damiano absolutely brought the confusion. He left red carpet viewers unable to figure out where to look. His neon pink double-breasted suit adorned with feathers and bright gold shoes resulted in a too busy look. While we appreciate a man who is not afraid to take a fashion risk, this was a case where the various elements, the neon color, the feathers, the gold shoes, all seemed to be fighting for attention. It was a bit of a sensory overload that was hard to comprehend. We just wanted to ask him, what are you going for? This look was a perfect example of a fashion experiment gone wrong, where the various elements didn't blend into one cohesive vision. The neon pink suit was loud enough on its own, but the addition of feathers and shiny gold shoes turned it into a visual car crash. Next up, we have Bowen Yang, who left many scratching their heads with his choice of a simple white tank top paired with black dress pants. While we love a man who is not afraid to break the rules, this was a case where the look felt more like he was about to hit the gym than a red carpet. The simplicity of the outfit was a bit too casual for the occasion. It was a choice that felt a bit lazy, especially for an event of this caliber. He's a fashion king, but this was a definite miss that left us wanting more. The look was a huge disappointment for fans who were expecting a more daring and fashionable statement. He looked like he was about to do some push-ups on the red carpet. It was a definite head-scratcher that we just couldn't get behind. Uzo Aduba delivered a knockout that missed the target. Her asymmetrical gown with a square neckline and a puffy shapeless skirt did not nail the look. The dress was a bit of a mess, with the different elements, the neckline, the puffy skirt, all seemed to be at odds with one another. It was a look that felt disjointed and unflattering. While we appreciate her for taking a risk, this was a case where the risk did not pay off. She's a true talent, and we know she can do so much better. The square neckline was sharp and modern, but it clashed completely with the soft, shapeless skirt. The dress completely obscured her incredible figure, and it was a confusing mix of different styles that simply did not work together. It's a shame because we know she has the fashion potential to be a red carpet queen. Any Slate left viewers confused in her rosy Asulin gown that had a giant red flower in the middle of her torso and an asymmetrical sheer bottom that trailed awkwardly to the side. The dress was a bit of a weird mess, with the flower and the sheer bottom not working together. It was a look that felt completely disjointed and unflattering. The look was a definite head-scratcher that left us wanting more. We just wanted to ask her, what were you going for? The giant red flower looked like it was simply stuck on at the last minute and seemed to have no real connection to the rest of the gown. The sheer fabric on the bottom looked like a last-minute add-on that didn't know what it wanted to be. It was a look that had two different personalities, and neither of them worked. And speaking of questionable choices, Lainey Wilson stayed true to her country girl brand, but this isn't the CMAs. Her look felt a bit too casual and not glamorous enough for the Emmys. While we appreciate her for staying true to her style, this was a case where the look felt out of place and out of sync with the red carpet. It was a definite head-scratcher that left us wanting more. She's a true talent, and we know she can do so much better. While we love her commitment to her brand, this was an opportunity to elevate her style for an awards show of this caliber. Her look felt completely underdressed and was a missed opportunity to show the world that country style can be just as glamorous as Hollywood couture. It was a case of her dress not matching the importance of the event. Finally, rounding out our top 10, we have Walton Goggins, who wore a suit that was, to put it lightly, a mess. The unbuttoned buttons and the general fit of the suit made him look disheveled and not put together. While we appreciate a man who is not afraid to break the rules, this was a case where the look felt more like he was about to hit the gym than a red carpet. It was a choice that felt a bit lazy, especially for an event of this caliber. The unbuttoned buttons and sloppy fit showed a complete lack of attention to detail that is required for red carpet fashion. It was a look that seemed to say, I'm not really trying. And that is a cardinal sin in the world of high fashion. A simple adjustment could have made a world of difference. Well, my fashion-loving friends, that wraps up our whirlwind tour of the 10 worst dressed looks from the 2025 Emmy Awards. From bold choices to head-scratching moments, it was a red carpet season filled with truly unforgettable fashion moments. Did you agree with my picks, or do you have some controversial opinions of your own? Let us know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this fashion deep dive, subscribe to Vintage Chic for more style analysis, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our next episode. Stay stylish, everyone, and I'll catch you next time.